Ding! Congratulations on obtaining the Shenhao system, which will help you become the strongest Shenhao. Song Qiqi, who was forced to resign, turned around and unexpectedly obtained the Shenhao system. But this system can only be used for online consumption of male idols, and it also needs to have a high real appearance value. The beans with filter P images are not counted, and the real appearance value must be above 80 points to be eligible. Consumption can be refunded. Then go ahead and brush it. Sister, all she has is money. You need to have a good impression of 60 to get the money back. Then let's brush it, it's simple and rough, and my favorability skyrocketed to 80. You can draw a skill from the Male God Association, so it seems that you still need to find a handsome and talented male god to brush it. Unconsciously, Song Qiqi has become the most mysterious internet celebrity, without a single photo, with fans following her up to 30 million. Countless people left messages under her account. Sister, look at me, sister, hungry, rice. Today is another day of striving to become handsome. Looking forward to your sister's gaze. Keywords of the novel. Shenhao. Starting from spending money on a male god, becoming rich and beautiful. No pop-ups, Shenhao. Starting from spending money on a male god, becoming rich and beautiful. Complete collection download. Shenhao. Starting from spending money on a male god, becoming rich and beautiful. Latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. Heavenly Descending God Hero System. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1. Heavenly Descending God Hero System. Stop making harassing phone calls, call the police again. Do you understand people's language? I told you not to harass me anymore. A roar came from the phone, shaking Song Qiqi's eardrums to the point of breaking. Song Qiqi was a bit scared and trembling. But she cannot hang up the phone. If she hangs up the customer's phone, she will be fined by the company. Song Qiqi took a deep breath, tried to squeeze out a smile, slightly pinched her throat, and said to the other person in her sweetest voice, "Hello sir, I'm sorry to bother you. It's like this, because you're our old user. Sabi, I told you to go. It's like this, sir. We don't have the right to hang up on our end. If you really feel uncomfortable on your end, you can hang up first." Doodle doodle. Song Qiqi listened to the busy tone on the phone. Thinking about today's task, we need to add 6 WeChat accounts. She didn't even add a single WeChat, feeling nervous. Looking at the next phone call, the customer's note is that they are being stubborn. She couldn't help but feel a tingling sensation on her scalp, and she was a bit hesitant to make this phone call. This note is still easy to say. I promise to add it later, that's the attitude. This note indicates that the troublemaker doesn't know what it would be like to answer the phone. Song Qiqi also knew that this was harassing others, but she couldn't find a job anymore. She had also considered refusing, but after graduating from college for a whole year, she couldn't find a job. She thought about giving up Kong Yiji's long shirt and becoming a waiter. The boss lady said, "You're a college student. Go find a job again." Song Qiqi knew that the landlady was well-intentioned. But now, the streets are full of college students, and college students are not uncommon at all. The gold content is also very low. Throughout the year of graduation, Song Qiqi worked part-time in a factory to make a living. The overall environment is not good, and there is no work to do in the factory now. Yes, there is. The labor cost is 5 yuan per hour, which is too cheap. Working for 10 hours a day costs only 50 yuan, and pork has skyrocketed to 50 yuan per kilogram. The hard work of the day is not enough money to eat meat. Fortunately, now that the country has taken action and pork has returned to over 10 yuan per kilogram, Song Qiqi can finally afford to eat meat. But the overall environment is still not good, making it difficult to find a job. Song Qiqi had no choice but to apply for telephone customer service. At least you can buy social security, and if you get sick, you can get reimbursed, with a guarantee. In Song Qiqi's understanding, customer service is the one who answers customer questions. But this is not the case. She actively sends WeChat to customers, adds them, and then pushes them to sales. Sales then begins to deceive customers into selling products. The scripts that Song Qiqi memorizes every day feel no different from those of the pig slaying plate. There are tasks and targets every day, and if you can't complete them, you have to work overtime all the time. It's miserable, but money is hard to make and feces are hard to eat. The sound of high heels suddenly rang out. Along with it came a harsh accusation. Song Qiqi, you have to turn off the lights when you leave the tea room. Yan Jie, I've been on the phone all day today and haven't even taken a sip of water. I've never been to the tea room. If it were usual, Song Qiqi would definitely remain silent. This beautiful lady is an old employee, and if she is wronged, she will be wronged. She usually stands up silently to turn off the lights. Because I am really exhausted and don't have the energy to argue. But today, Song Qiqi doesn't want to bear it anymore. Perhaps she has been criticized by clients and is in a bad mood. Even some high-quality customers, who are repeatedly harassed like this, are likely to become customers with a bad attitude. However, facing these customers for a long time, especially those like Yan Jie who have been persisting for 10 years, their psychology has become somewhat distorted and they cannot think about her with normal human thinking. Yan Jie was still holding a cup in her hand, and this lamp was clearly the one she had just turned on because she wanted to fetch water. However, she wanted to wrongly accuse Song Qiqi, and this was not the first time. Song Qiqi, what kind of attitude are you? I'm just reminding you with kindness. You're so busy today and haven't added any of your clients' WeChat accounts, have you? Yes, I just didn't add any, so what? This is Song Qiqi's first time being tough. She didn't want to bear it anymore, she knew what it would cost to talk back. She is even more afraid of staying for too long and becoming a twisted woman like Yan Jie. Song Qiqi watched as Yan Jie walked towards the supervisor's office with a pale face and a huff of anger. Song Qiqi has roughly understood her fate. It doesn't matter, it's better to enter the factory. With so little money, it's better to sell milk tea and get a slightly higher salary. Not a single colleague beside her spoke to Song Qiqi. Yan walked out of the supervisor's office proudly, talking and laughing at her male colleague beside her, with a hint of shyness in her tone, as if she was acting coquettishly. Yan Jie brings a lot of snacks every day, but these snacks are only available to female and male colleagues of senior employees. Song Qiqi doesn't have them, but she doesn't care about this one bite. Soon, HR came to find Song Qiqi. Speaking up is about Song Qiqi's lack of unity and various minor flaws. Song Qiqi looked at the resignation form in the other party's hand and said to the HR department, "Don't talk about those that have or don't, I'll sign it and write down my personal reasons for leaving, right? Mainly because some people don't like to be too direct, so." Personnel awkwardly said to Song Qiqi. Song Qiqi didn't speak. Song Qiqi signed and returned to her workstation, starting to pack her things and wait to leave the company after work. Song Qiqi saw the schadenfreude in the eyes of her colleague Xiao Wang beside her, and a pair of small eyes swept around Song Qiqi's body. He noticed Song Qiqi's gaze and immediately said loudly, "What are you looking at? I'm afraid you'll take away the company's information. Come on. Just this useless information, whoever loves it wants it." Song Qiqi doesn't want to make phone calls anymore in her life. Song Qiqi said disdainfully to Xiao Wang. Immediately carrying things and preparing to leave. "What's the use of being good-looking? You're just going to be a jerk. What's the point of pretending to be aloof all day? Who's the one to show it to? I look up to you. I don't even invite you to dinner after work. If you go to dinner with me, you'll end up like this." Xiao Wang is about the same height as Song Qiqi, weighs twice as much as Song Qiqi, has small eyes, and looks like a bloated white mantu, but his face is still shiny. Song Qiqi refused the other party's invitation. Although there were reasons why the other party did not meet her aesthetic standards, she also did not want to waste their money. The sales salary of this company is very good, but the customer service, dead salary, not much money. It's not easy for others to earn this amount of money, it's all hard-earned money. Song Qiqi doesn't want to argue with such people. What if she thinks she's interested in him? After packing up, Song Qiqi immediately left the company that suffocated her. Being fired did not bring the imagined pain, but instead felt incredibly relaxed. Song Qiqi doesn't have much, just a water glass, a pen, and a notebook. When I finish work, the sky is still bright and I can still see the sunset. As Song Qiqi was marveling at the infinite beauty of the sunset, a blue light fell from the sky and landed on her. Ding! Congratulations on obtaining the Shenhao system, which will help you become the strongest Shenhao. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. Consumption Refund. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2 Consumption Refund. The Shenhao system will help her become the strongest Shenhao. Shouldn't you just become a god of luxury by obtaining the god of luxury system? But I'm really lucky. Fortunately, I was fired today. Otherwise, I would have to stay at the company and work overtime, so I wouldn't have been able to encounter the Shenhao system. A mysterious sound of the system rang in Song Qiqi's ear. Ding! Congratulations on obtaining an initial account of 1 million. Each time you make a purchase, the account will receive double cashback. If you encounter a 90% male god, you will receive triple cashback. Note 1. This account can only be used for online consumption, withdrawal is not allowed, tipping or consumption is not allowed. It can only be used for online consumption of male gods with a beauty score of 80 or above, and cannot accept any amount of red envelopes from the other party. Note 2. When the favorability value of the male god reaches 60 or above, you will receive 10% of your personal cashback after receiving double cashback on your account each time you spend. When the male god with a beauty score of 90 or above has a favorability value of 60 or above, you will receive 20% of your personal cashback. This reward will be realized by the system through assisting the host in stock trading and financial management. It is safe and legal, and the total amount of cashback on the same day will be settled 24 hours a day. It will be credited to the account after 3 days. Please note that if the host follows the trend and purchases the stock on their own, the system will not guarantee a stable profit. If there is a blood loss, the system will not be responsible. Note 3. When the favorability value of a male god reaches 80 or above, you will be able to actively choose one of the skills that the male god possesses. When the favorability value of a male god reaches 90 or above, you will gain a bit of energy enhancement, which can be used to enhance physical fitness or enhance appearance. 1 million, that's too little, isn't it? This also deserves the title of Divine Hero. And this account cannot be withdrawn yet. Double cashback, what's the use of this? Triple cashback is useless. This money can only be spent online. I have never seen anyone before, and I just want to make them like me more than 60 in order to achieve a return to real life. Song Qiqi thinks it's a bit difficult. However, she thought of herself. Every time a customer successfully agreed to add V and was willing to add sales, her favorable impression should have reached 60. After thinking about it, there is still profit to be made. Although her salary was very low, Song Qiqi still saved up 10,000 yuan in savings. Fortunately, she has some initial capital that can be used by the system to invest in stocks. Otherwise, if the system wants to invest in stocks and make money, there is no initial capital available to make money. Perhaps because she obtained the Shenhao system, Song Qiqi decided to indulge in taking a taxi home. Go home and study this system thoroughly. After returning home, Song Qiqi found that as long as she silently recited the system in her heart, a system would appear in front of her. This system is very stiff and not intelligent at all. But this account is real. There is really 1 million inside. Rewarding the anchor, would 1 million yuan be too little? Song Qiqi recharged 900,000 yuan into her live streaming account. Her account name is Foot Picking Ant. This name is really a bit sleazy. How embarrassing it would be if it shone brightly in someone else's live broadcast room. Song Qiqi changed the account name to 6 Aunties Picking Feet. Song Qiqi looked at the 900,000 yuan in her account and couldn't believe it, but it was actually true. It seems like you can really brush gifts. The remaining 100,000 yuan was recharged by Song Qiqi into the novel app. She still remembers that she liked to read a stallion novel, which had a good plot, but Song Qiqi didn't like the stallion plot. She also quite liked the male lead and villain. The author said that he lacks integrity, and as long as someone rewards him with a golden mo, he transforms the stallion into socialist brotherhood. 100,000 is just right. Ding. Did the user really give the author a reward? As the author's appearance is unknown, the reward will not be refunded. Song Qiqi didn't expect that she could really give a reward. However, the reward did not come back in cash. Forget it, the initial funds are very important now. You can try joining the reader group and ask for photos. Look at your appearance. Joining the reader group requires review, and after Song Qiqi submits the application message. I went to the live streaming platform. When Song Qiqi used to read novels and live streams, she often saw wealthy people giving tips of tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands. It was not without fantasies that if one day she became wealthy, she would also give tips to her favorite anchors and authors like a wealthy person. Let them shout, "Thank you, Father the Gold Lord." Now I can also experience this feeling, it seems very good. Song Qiqi usually reads novels more often than live broadcasts, because live broadcasts cost more traffic and novels save traffic. So she is not very familiar with some well-known online anchors. However, Song Qiqi also has no intention of going to see those well-known anchors. After all, their big brother doesn't know how much he has been rewarded and has long been numb, so this amount of money can't even create any good feelings. Song Qiqi clicked on the new star recommendation and planned to see some new anchors. The cover is a very beautiful girl, very energetic. Song Qiqi actually came across this female anchor's short video before, which was about commenting on her. This female anchor is very beautiful, energetic, and her singing voice is also sweet. The image she presents is also positive and uplifting. However, she has a problem with her spine and cannot walk upright, so she can only sit in a wheelchair for the rest of her life. Although both are women, Song Qiqi is fond of men, but this does not prevent her from appreciating such a sunny, outgoing, self-reliant female anchor. I can't afford to raise such a beautiful woman even if she's willing to marry me. Unfortunately, no one dares to marry such a beautiful woman, the poor cannot afford it, and the rich do not look up to it. Today I messaged her and she asked me what color the toad is. Why do people insist on getting married? They just want to live well and work hard, can't they? Song Qiqi was very unhappy when she saw these bullet comments. Just like she doesn't understand why Yan Jia is targeting her, who is also a girl. However, Song Qiqi really liked the smile on the other person's face, and she habitually chose a free little red flower. Obviously, the other party also saw these comments, but she chose to ignore them. Life is full of hardships, and everyone has their own difficulties. But fortunately, the other party has at least gained a little fame and can now make a living. If she didn't have the Shenhao system, she would still be in a precarious situation now. Welcome everyone to Qiqi's live broadcast room. Actually, Qiqi's rehabilitation machine is not Qiqi's, it is just used by Qiqi when he goes to the hospital. The price for using it once is not that expensive. I hope everyone can enjoy Qiqi's music and pay attention to it. Qiqi's voice is very sweet. But the name Qiqi is not her real name, Qiqi is her stage name. However, Qiqi's name is somewhat similar to Song Qiqi's name, with a similar pronunciation, which adds a touch of warmth to Song Qiqi's heart. Plus, Xiaoqi's voice is sweet, and she is quite sunny and positive. Song Qiqi likes to go to Xiaoqi's live broadcast room whenever she has something to do. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Women's Fashion Boss. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3 Women's Fashion Boss. Most of the netizens who entered this live broadcast room were attracted to the beauty of the female anchor Xiaoqi. Although there were many people coming in, Xiaoqi had very few fans, and most of them were people watching the excitement. Xiaoqi knows that if she were a normal person and sang normally, she wouldn't have as much traffic. Because of her uniqueness, there are so many people watching. So in the face of some netizens' ridicule, Xiaoqi also tried to pretend not to see. She's not in Chinese yuan, how could everyone like her? Song Qiqi looked at the teasing words and silently left a cheer in Xiaoqi's live broadcast room before leaving. Life is all bitter, and she is also bitter. At least Xiaoqi has lived much better than her. The money in the Shenhao system account can be given as a reward to Xiaoqi, but there is no cashback. If the money is spent, it will be used up. Once the amount in the system account becomes zero, the Shenhao system will also be destroyed on its own. Ding. The system only identifies the appearance and skills of male gods, and does not identify the appearance of women. When Song Qiqi was about to give Xiaoqi a reward, the system kindly prompted Song Qiqi with a sentence. Song Qiqi also gave up the idea of giving Xiaoqi a reward. She must seize this opportunity and change her destiny. This system is really tough. After browsing Xiaoqi's live broadcast room for a while, Song Qiqi began to search for some handsome male anchors. This looks handsome enough, right? It should meet the standards. Ding. The object's appearance value does not reach 80 points and cannot be reproduced. Note. The system is not affected by filter lighting and makeup. Damn it, this system still discriminates against appearance. But it seems like I didn't say that plastic surgery is not possible. Try looking for a plastic surgery face. No, she can even see the traces of the surgery, indicating that the effect is not good. This effect is not good, how can it reach 80 points? 80 points should be very handsome. Ding. The object's appearance has reached 80 points and can be doubled in appearance. Ding. The target has skills. Intermediate level in Taekwondo, intermediate level in driving ability, intermediate level in English, basic level in cooking, basic level in Japanese, and basic level in Korean. Song Qiqi rubbed her own eyes, listened to the other person's delicate voice, and looked at the other person's more exquisite makeup than herself. This is a girl. Is this a man? No, even fake women can become male gods. No, I am shallow. There are a lot of skills here. There is a lot of strength and weakness outside, so boys should take good care of themselves. I am clearly warning myself in my heart that I cannot engage in gender discrimination, and fake mothers are also human beings. Their appearance is really high. The facial features are very delicate and beautiful. At most, this anchor may not like women, but may prefer men. But she doesn't need the other person to like it either. She is just a ruthless worker in the Shenhao system, she needs cashback, she needs 60 likes, and only when she reaches 60 likes can she have a salary. If 900,000 yuan were cashed back 10%, she would have almost 90,000 yuan. How long does she have to earn a full 90,000? It's almost 100,000 yuan. Perhaps other broadcasters may feel uncomfortable when they see that there are not many people in the live broadcast room, but Zhou Linfeng is different. He was forced to live stream because he was playing a big adventure with sincerity. He felt fortunate in his heart that no one had seen his appearance, otherwise he would have been ashamed and lost his life. Although it's a bit awkward, soon his live broadcast time will be up. As long as he perseveres and stays up for another half hour, his task will be completed and he can go offline. Just as he secretly hoped that time would pass quickly in his heart. A golden carnival soared into the sky. In an instant, the entire live broadcast room suddenly became lively. Do you have a golden carnival, isn't it? It's actually a golden carnival. 666666, but soon, another golden carnival rose up in the sky. Song Qiqi painted 10 golden carnivals in a row, which were much more expensive than ordinary carnivals. The regular one costs only 3,000 yuan, while the golden one costs 20,000 yuan. This is still because Song Qiqi recharged a large amount of money, which is why she had this golden carnival. Song Qiqi looked at the anchor without any fluctuations. There hasn't been any increase in favorability at all. If it were her, being rewarded like this would have already increased her favorability to 60. Perhaps it was because her username, combined with her profile picture of a lotus landscape, that he knew her gender. Sure enough, this person doesn't like women. It seems that there is more money in the account, no loss, double cashback, and now the account is 400,000 more. Song Qiqi continued to recharge and spent 1.1 million yuan on the live broadcast. This person doesn't know how to be grateful, they need to be replaced. Another person is competing in PK, and she helps them achieve their performance targets. Anyway, it has to increase to 60%. Lin looked at the scattered netizens in the live broadcast room, and before they could start showcasing their talents, they would run away. He remembers that he was also considered a school grass in school, and his appearance was not so attractive. Soon, the guild operator Erlong saw Lin Jing's situation. Lin Jing was signed by him. When he signed with Lin Jing, he felt that the other party was handsome. It's normal for this newcomer to have poor traffic, otherwise what does the guild need to do? He said to Lin Jing, don't smirk and welcome these passers-by. You need to learn how to go PK. Only PK traffic will be higher. If PK wins, maybe it will become popular at some point. When you are PK, someone will listen to you sing. Lin actually listens very well to Erlong's words. Yesterday when he made his debut, Erlong gave him several hundred gifts. He is the top brother on his own list. Lin, feeling somewhat unconfident, said to Erlong, if I go to connect with someone else, will they agree to me? You're stupid. Even those anchors in your own guild will definitely give them some face. When you become popular in the future, you'll go practice those anchors in other guilds. Okay, thank you, brother Erlong. After speaking, Lin started looking for the anchor of his guild and finally connected to one. The other party is a cute girl who is a bit older than Lin. She broadcasted 2 months earlier, but the situation is not much better. There are only 2 or 3 people in the live broadcast room. 2 rookie anchors opened the PK bar and then started imitating the money-raising tactics of their predecessors. As soon as Song Qiqi entered Lin Jing's live broadcast room, Lin unexpectedly saw Song Qiqi and immediately said happily, welcome to see Auntie Song Qiqi join us. If you like the anchor, please follow her and don't get lost. Family members, today is the anchor's first PK, and I hope you can send a little heart. Song Qiqi listened to this stiff language, and she wanted to leave. But she chose to stay, firstly because the words of the male anchor reminded her of the difficult time she had on the phone, and secondly because the male anchor's appearance was actually 90 points. 90 points, that's triple the return. However, perhaps due to poor lighting and strange filters, Song Qiqi felt that the feeling presented in the live broadcast footage was not as good as the one with 80 points. And this is simply about being beautiful, with a row of skills and only one basic singing skill. That fake woman can punch, drive, speak multiple languages, and cook. I can't even cook this. However, Song Qiqi believes that if the system can identify her, her cooking skills should also reach beginner level. What a pity. We've both been singing for over 10 minutes now, why hasn't anyone even given us a little red flower? The silly and cute female anchor sighed and said to Lin Jing. In these 2 months, she has truly experienced the difficulty of being a live streamer. Persist and persist. On the surface, Lin comforted the female anchor across from him, but in his heart, he was also extremely disappointed. He often saw online that anchors could earn a lot of money, earning hundreds or even millions of yuan per month, easily. Plus, people around him have been praising him for being handsome, so he wants to enter this industry. The reality is very cruel. Right here, Lin unexpectedly discovered that his only tourist, Ant 6, had left his live broadcast room and sent a free little red flower to the female anchor across from him. He broke through the defense. Just as he broke through the defense, 6 aunties picking feet have returned. Although this name may seem a bit disgusting, it is my only fan. Lin Jing immediately greeted Ant 6 with joy and said, "Welcome Ant 6 to my live broadcast room. Follow her and don't get lost." This is a cliché taught by guild operations. A purple carnival suddenly surged above the screen, with stunning special effects. Ding! Lin's favorability towards users +10. 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 The sound of system prompts kept ringing in Song Qiqi's ear. End of this chapter. Chapter 4. So many carnivals are true. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. So many carnivals are true. This person's favorability skyrocketed to 60 in an instant, and a carnival worth 3,000 yuan was already 60. Song Qiqi felt great joy in her heart. I can't help roast about the goods before. That despicable thing, 10 golden carnivals, that's 20,000. She only saved less than 20,000 yuan from her annual salary to rent a house and eat, but this guy's favorability remained unchanged. However, it seems that there are quite a few people watching his live broadcast room. It seems that in the future, we must find a small anchor. Just like when she called before, she couldn't complete the task and was forced by her supervisor to sue her grandparents. If anyone was willing to add her on WeChat, her favorability would probably soar to 60. If she completes the task and adds it to WeChat, although she will also be grateful, it won't be so much. Comparing oneself to others, the same goes for the anchor. The anchor has no task yet, so it is estimated that gratitude will be minimal. This time it's probably playing PK, she helped him win, that's why he's so grateful. As long as her favorability reaches 60, she can double her appearance. After giving all the money in her account as a reward, she can cash back over 210,000 yuan. It's over 200,000 yuan, how can I spend so much money? This appearance is 90%, with a return of 20%. Let's just consider it as a 20% commission. Now, Song Qiqi has a very clear positioning of herself. She is just a worker in the Shenhao system, and she only wants to ruthlessly reappear. This 20% cashback is equivalent to a commission. The hands of the purple carnival are tired from brushing. Song Qiqi immediately upgraded to a golden carnival. Song Qiqi didn't dare to waste time, so she opened the gift box and started giving gifts. It's a bit troublesome to give away points one by one. Immediately, a golden carnival rose up in the sky. Lin stayed for a second and immediately thanked Song Qiqi, saying, "Thank you, my sixth aunt, for giving me a reward." One golden carnival after another caused the entire live broadcast room to flash with blurred human faces. The silly and adorable female anchor is watching foolishly right now. The golden carnival, one after another, how much does it cost? No, she knows this ID. It seems that Aunt Qiqi 6 gave her a free little red flower, and she even thanked her. Next, she broke the defense and became a female anchor. Why is she so rich that she only gave her a free little red flower? Aunt Lu, look at me. The silly and cute female anchor howled in her heart. Under the frenzy of Song Qiqi's reward, the blood bar of the silly and cute female anchor directly bottomed out. Lin is also numb. The first one is very excited. But later on, one after another, he felt like there was a system error. He couldn't believe it was true. He immediately quietly sent a message to Erlong. Lin Jing. Erlong, what's going on? Is there a system error? Why is it always showing that someone is giving me a reward carnival here? Has the guild arranged to reward me with a carnival? Erlong was originally lazily smoking and watching the live broadcast of beautiful girls. Suddenly seeing news from Lin Jing, I immediately clicked into Lin Jing's live broadcast room to watch. Lin sat dumbfounded in the live broadcast room, seemingly shocked by the sparkling golden carnival. At this time, with a plethora of carnivals, Lin Jing's live broadcast room has received a huge amount of traffic. Many people followed over. What's going on? Is the anchor scratching his head while performing online? Why doesn't the anchor move? It's like a robot. I wipe it. Is this carnival real? Don't smash it like money. Isn't it? The Golden Carnival is almost 100, and its popularity is almost the same as that of top anchors. Brother, popularity is all fake. This carnival is real. This anchor can get half of the money. I heard that with the addition of guilds, one cannot receive so much money. Such a dull anchor, like a silly goose. How could there be so many rewards? If it was done, it would be too much. The boss is confused. Look at me. I can sing and dance. I can also warm up the bed. Rich woman, hungry, rice and Lu, you have a crush on me. Erlong looked at Lin Jing, who was foolish, and wished he could run over and give him an education. But at this moment, he doesn't want to affect the interest of the wealthy sister. He dare not even speak the voice. With so many gifts today, as Lin Jing's operation, he can also get a lot of money, which should be at least half a year of his income. The most crucial thing is that Lin can become a top-tier anchor with tonight's opportunity. The most crucial thing now is to quickly thank the wealthy sister. Erlong. Lin Jing, this is a real wealthy father. Please thank him quickly. Ask the wealthy dad what song he wants to listen to. Quickly sing a song to repay the wealthy father. Lin unexpectedly saw the meaning of Erlong and then realized it. So many carnivals are real. How much does this cost? Live streaming can actually make money, which is much more than he imagined. With so much money, his girlfriend's illness can also be treated. His parents are unwilling to spend money to treat his girlfriend's illness and even force him to break up. And his girlfriend's home is even more impoverished, so she usually relies on her girlfriend to work part-time and send money back. He can only work part-time together and earn more money. It's just part-time money. Food, drink and drinks are okay, but treating illnesses is really not enough money. With so much money now, he can still have money left after treating his girlfriend's illness. Lin is truly grateful to Song Qiqi. Thank you, Mr. Gold. Thank you, Mr. Gold. What song does Mr. Gold want to listen to? I'll sing a song for him. Erlong has run out of sight. Immediately, another message was sent. It's a wealthy lady, so you can't change 2 words. It's the same as before, with a slightly passionate voice. Sorry, rich lady, I'm sorry I called the wrong name. Ha ha ha. The anchor is really cute. The anchor is so handsome. The anchor is a silly beauty, stupid handsome guy, so cute. I feel a bit at a loss. Wrong name, it's not rich sister, it's Aunt Lu, General Manager Lu. Aunt Lu, take a look at me. I'll pick your feet, so you don't have to pick your own feet in the future. This comment is really amazing. Song Qiqi saw it. She clicked on the other person's profile and casually clicked on follow. Pick her feet, she doesn't need to. Song Qiqi has no hobby of picking her feet. Picking feet is only used to describe her too idle, boring, can only pick feet. As for the initial aunt, it was her self-proclaimed self-abandonment. Although she is not a teenage girl, she has just graduated. As a result, she went on a blind date and was told that she had old age spots on her face, which made her so angry that she was going to die. These are freckles from a teenage girl, something she doesn't recognize. She is at most just an older girl. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Picking Feet Little 6. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5 Picking Feet Little 6 When Song sent a private message to Song Qiqi. Aunt Lu is following me. Aunt Lu, take a look at me. I can sing and dance, but I haven't been cute yet. I went live streaming. Is it handsome? Song Qiqi replied with 2 words. I'm so handsome, I'm so old. Aunt Lu, come on. Song Qiqi happened to have a slight hand cramp while brushing. Opportunities are always actively fought for, and she naturally wants to go and see if they are so proactive. Mainly because Lin Jing's favorability was stuck at 60, and no matter how many rewards he gave later on, he seemed to be numb and unable to move anymore. No more ups and downs. However, she still added a following to Lin Jing, who is a stupid and handsome guy. She likes it. Simple little white rabbit, who doesn't like it? She can understand why those bosses like silly and sweet female leads. But now she needs to cast a wide net and catch more fish. Only in this way can we obtain the maximum benefits. The most important thing is that if you reach a liking score of 80 or above, you can obtain a talent. Although it may not be a great talent, it is also a skill. Starting from today, she wants to be a person with a wealth of billions. Song Qiqi entered the other party's live broadcast room. She found that this was not just a small anchor, there were about 2,000 people online, which was much stronger than those with hundreds, 20 or 30 people online. In Lin Jing's live broadcast room, there are only 3 or 2 kittens and shrimp. Wow, Aunt Lu has finally come into my live broadcast room. I won't play games today, I'll sing a song for Aunt Lu. You're in my aunt's mind. This song is average, but very cheerful, and the anchor is very lively. Ding! The object's appearance score reaches 80 points, and it can be cashed back twice on the online gold card. If the favorability reaches 60 points, it will receive 10% of the financial income. Ding! The object has skills. Zhao Yun, Master of Game Glory, Beginner in Driving Skills, and Beginner in Singing. This guy even claims to be able to dance, but it doesn't even show up, so it's not mainstream. However, there is a proficient ability that belongs to a game character. Song Qiqi also plays games, but her ability is average. Song Qiqi thinks she is probably around beginner level. I don't know what level it is to be proficient in. Song Qiqi thought that being above intermediate level was equivalent to advanced level. Since we have reached 80 points. Then brush it. There is nothing to hesitate about. The receipt of the network gold card is real. Time. Every time Song Qiqi consumes a transaction, it will be directly credited to her account. Unlike reality cashback, we have to wait for 24 hours before we can count the bills for a day, and then we have to wait for 3 days. A golden carnival rose up in the sky. This special effect is really dazzling. When Song didn't expect that this person named Lu Auntie would actually enter his live broadcast room. The carnival never stopped, brushing one after another. Thank you, my 6th aunt. Thank you, Aunt Lu. I love Aunt Lu. Next, this song of 6 aunties was created by me alone for her. Lu Auntie, you're really amazing. Song Qiqi was speechless. Is this an original song? This is just changing Monkey Brother to 6 aunties and 6 aunties. The key is that she didn't even think the title of Lu Auntie was so unpleasant before. This is really not ordinary and unpleasant. Song Qiqi changed her name to Jiao Jiao Xiao Lu. She's not actually that big either. She is probably 1 or 2 years younger than this male anchor. Ding. When Song's favorability towards users plus 10. Ding. When song's favorability towards users plus 10. Ding. When song's favorability towards users plus 10. The favorable impression came so directly, and when song's liking for song Qiqi quickly rose to 60. However, just like Lin, his favorability has reached 60, and no matter how much he rewards him, he doesn't increase. And the golden carnival has turned into a purple carnival. We can't give any more rewards. Song Qiqi looked at the time and surprisingly, it was already midnight. This golden carnival is a special event promoted by the live streaming platform, and can only be rewarded yesterday. After yesterday, there was only a purple carnival left. The carnival of 3,001 yuan looks very expensive, equivalent to 1 month's salary for Song Qiqi. Song Qiqi used to be reluctant to give a reward. But in reality, Song Qiqi has become very numb to the rewards. She twitched her hands, which was too tiring. She kept recharging and tipping, and her eyes were blinded by the rewards. Song Qiqi's private messages were instantly sent one message after another, most of which were seeking tips and attention. There are also some who express that they are currently very miserable and poor, requesting Song Qiqi to transfer money. Song Qiqi has set her account to a private state. Except for the people she follows, no one else can casually send her messages. It was already late at night, and Song Qiqi couldn't sleep in bed. She is very excited. She couldn't believe that she had actually obtained a divine treasure system. I also have a network gold card, although I can only spend money on handsome guys, it's almost an unlimited amount. The money on this gold card has been turned into over 9 million yuan through Song Qiqi's continuous efforts. Song Qiqi still couldn't believe it. She looked at the numbers on it time and time again. The money returned, Song Qiqi thought, would only appear in total 24 hours later, but after midnight, it already appeared under Song Qiqi's account. 783,000 yuan. Yesterday's total amount. At most, this is contributed by Lin Jing, as he is a 20% return. Song Qiqi looked at the numbers above, feeling excited and unable to control herself. With so much money, you can buy a house directly in the suburbs of this city. Then she will buy a second-hand house directly. That blind date man, he just has a set in the suburbs. What's so amazing about him? If you don't like it, then you can't see it. It's really frustrating to even say she has age spots. Song Qiqi lay in bed, tossing and turning, unable to fall asleep no matter what. She is too excited. When feeling uncomfortable, I can't sleep. I'm too happy to sleep. Tonight, it's a sleepless night. Song Qiqi can't sleep, and there are others who can't sleep either. When Song looked at the amount under his account, feeling excited and unable to extricate himself. He has never received so many rewards in his life. He just casually sold a cute girl, and that's how this sixth aunt looks up to him. After being deducted by the guild, he still has a lot of money left. This is a big spender. The Gold Lord seems to love his singing. He needs to practice singing well, but I didn't expect that besides his talent in gaming, his singing talent is also so good. If I had known I would have gone to learn singing back then, maybe I could have become a celebrity now. Tomorrow he will showcase his dance talent well. I need to do management under my armpit now. I heard that the younger sister nowadays seems to prefer boys with underarm management. End of this chapter. Chapter 6. All of this is not a dream. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6. All of this is not a dream. Lin has already started broadcasting at this time. He played it for a long time before, and there was no one around. He was used to this kind of scene. I have accepted the fact that live streaming is very cool. He had thought he would receive a large reward, but he never expected to receive so many rewards. He couldn't believe it himself, giving a reward of several million. His parents' combined monthly salary is only around 20,000 to 30,000 yuan, which is still considered a high-paying class. So receiving so many rewards today, I was very happy at first, but gradually became a bit worried that it was my own illusion. The carnival was like a free one, forgiving him for his shallow knowledge due to poverty. He was really stunned, he had never seen a big scene before. Until now, he has not reacted. Looking at the amount in his account, he slapped himself, and the burning pain on his face reminded him that all of this was not a dream. The voice of Erlong's hatred for not being able to turn into steel could still be heard on his mobile phone. Look at you, even thanking someone won't be appreciated. The wealthy lady ran away, or was dragged away in your live broadcast room, throwing millions of dollars into her. If you have any trouble, not all of this money is yours. Erlong no longer dares to call Jin Zhu dad. He was afraid that Lin would also shout along. Erlong has now been changed to Jinju's sister. Although the wealthy woman is old, she doesn't like to be called auntie. That male anchor is also someone who won't get involved. I directly forced Aunt 6 to change her name to Xiao 6. Who can withstand a male anchor named Xiao Xianro? Where do you sing every day? Lu auntie, you're really amazing. But the other party won't come, this is their opportunity. Lin Jingmu was a bit stunned. His appearance was definitely that of the male anchor who sang Six Aunties. The male anchor of Six Aunties was much more handsome. Erlong continued to say to Lin Jing, hurry up and send more messages to the private message of the wealthy lady. Ask her what her WeChat account is and add her as a friend. I sent it, but she hasn't replied to my message. Is she angry? I didn't thank her well after giving her so much money as a reward. Lin said to Erlong with some concern. Take more photos and send them to the wealthy lady. It's best to take a photo of the 9 palace grid and give it to them, so that you can repay them well. Erlong came up with an idea. This won't work. I have a girlfriend, and I came to be the anchor because of her. I'll go, what do you think this is? It's just a few photos. The wealthy lady doesn't care to see them yet. I'll tell you, tonight, there must be countless young anchors messing people and sending them photos. If you still don't want to, then you can learn from that game anchor. He is a serious game anchor, but now he has changed to a singing anchor for the sake of his wealthy sister. Everyone knows how to sing Lu auntie. Lu auntie, you are really amazing. You can record a video. A singing video, sing a song for someone alone, and repay them, that's enough. Aha. Lin nodded in agreement. Sleepless all night, recording a singing video in the rented house. He rented a separate house for the convenience of live streaming and did not live in the school dormitory. Who is this? Stay up late at night, disturbing the people here. This singing is also too unpleasant to listen to. Song Qiqi woke up early the next day. Calling for the divine system in my heart. She saw the interface of the Shenhao system and then confirmed that everything was not a dream. She opened her live streaming account again. Looking at the dense row of messages in the private message, she felt the truth. She didn't click on all of them yesterday. Song Qiqi flipped through one by one. Yesterday she gave a total of 3 male anchors a reward, and 2 of them sent her a private message asking about her WeChat account. Song Qiqi looked at her WeChat account and found that her profile picture was still that of a professional insurance seller, wearing a suit and taking a photo for 150 yuan. Song Qiqi decided to buy another phone, another card, and register a new number. In Song Qiqi's view, the most crucial aspect of Shenhao lies in her mystery. Without this mysterious veil, people would know her true identity. To increase her popularity, it is definitely not so simple. She wants to buy the best mobile phone. But Song Qiqi looked at her 20,000 yuan deposit. She decided not to spend it. She will wait for 3 days, and after the money from the Shenhao system is credited, she will go buy a phone. Those anchors have an unreal feeling. Song Qiqi also has it. She is still fired now. So it's even less likely to spend one's own money. But the money from the Shenhao system will take 3 days to arrive. Song Qiqi decides to go out and eat a rice noodles with eggs first. No matter how hard it is, it can't hurt her. Song Qiqi lives in a village in the city, so there are quite a few small shops and delicious snacks here, but most of them only appear at night. Song Qiqi opened WeChat and received the news that she had played well before. Su Yeye. Qiqi, how could you be so impulsive and talk back to Yan Jie? She knows many colleagues in the city of Yangcheng, and it is said that she asked her supervisor to write in your profile that she has bad character, extreme personality, lazy personality, and poor performance. Isn't it just a job selling insurance? What if we block her? If we don't, we can go into the factory and fix screws. Once again, Song Qiqi has no plans to enter an insurance company again in her lifetime. It's not that she looks down on those who sell insurance, on the contrary, those in this industry with good performance can earn hundreds of thousands a month. The salary is very high. But right. Even wealthy people are not foolish. These commercial insurances have little value and are not worth buying. Only by deceiving those poor working people and asking them to buy financial insurance, can we bully them and say something that they don't understand, which is equivalent to saving money. There is also a guarantee. There are many rules and regulations for this protection, and generally speaking, it is basically impossible to claim. There is a saying in the insurance industry. Never die, never pay. In addition to car insurance, medical insurance, and other types of insurance, even cancer may not necessarily be covered. Cancer still needs to be treated in the later stages, which is considered a mild illness. No compensation will be given for minor illnesses. As for wealth management, the interest on deposits with banks and fixed-term deposits is higher than this. When there is an urgent need to deposit in the bank, it can be withdrawn at any time. And this insurance will take decades to come out. It is basically difficult to retrieve it in the middle, except for the withdrawal during the hesitation period. Song Qiqi didn't expect that she, as a customer service representative, would also sell insurance. When her performance was not good, she and her family also bought several insurance policies. The one she bought is more cost-effective. At least most illnesses can be compensated, but it is the type where 1 year's worth of money is paid for and not accumulated. This price is expensive, and there are many terms for compensation, which is much worse than the new rural cooperative medical insurance. At least if someone is seeking medical treatment in town, they will be reimbursed 90% for any illness. End of this chapter. Chapter 7. The Ultimate Little Prince. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. The Ultimate Little Prince. Why is it that only the insurance industry is constantly recruiting in such a bad environment now? And the number of people recruited is much higher than the hottest real estate market. The housing prices have stopped rising. And the house also has a cost. Back then, Song Qiqi also studied design and wanted to find experience in design. Unfortunately, don't be inexperienced. At least 1 year of experience is required, including knowledge of operations, coding, front-end, photography, editing, English proficiency, and ultimately design. The most crucial thing is a monthly salary of 3,000. That's right, I need to know so much, with a monthly salary of 3,000 and work experience. When Song Qiqi was at school, the teacher taught her how to use design software. She had never heard of any front-end design. The code teacher has taught me some basic skills, but she really doesn't have the talent to learn. She regretted not studying interior design back then. Interior design, like real estate, is a popular industry. But now, Song Qiqi has obtained the Shenhao system. Although she knew that the money inside could not be credited at the moment, Song Qiqi looked very happy and excited. In the afternoon, Song Qiqi finally couldn't hold back. I still bought a new phone and phone card. The mobile phone card is a king card with a lot of data and can make phone calls. It costs 33 yuan per month, which is very cost-effective. A mobile phone is a second-hand phone that I bought for 700 yuan in the second-hand market. It can also play games and serve as a backup device. It is sufficient for chatting and typing on a regular basis. Song Qiqi's phone has only been purchased for a year now, so there is no need to replace it. Song Qiqi has registered a new WeChat account. Oh, Qua is a little fairy. She has been completely transformed now. Actually, she still really likes the nickname Little Fairy. While shopping at Pinxi she saw the shop owner calling her Little Fairy. Although she knew it was a common name, Song Qiqi still had a sweet feeling in her heart. And as long as the quality is not too poor, she will often shop at those few stores. Just in the past, she felt unworthy and didn't dare to call that name. There was also one thing that she was afraid of being laughed at. Now, this brand new account has no acquaintances. And it's also a status of a divine hero, which can be considered worthy of the name Little Fairy. She wasn't big either. Then I used the money from my online gold card to subscribe to all the authors I liked, and then joined the reader group with a new ball account. These money cannot be cashed back, less will always be less. Because I don't know the author's appearance, I don't even know whether he is male or female. Song Qiqi likes to read male frequency novels, but there are many female authors who write male frequency novels. In fact, the writing style of a female author is much more delicate, but Song Qiqi's mind is all about becoming stronger and getting rich. My mind is filled with the smell of copper, and I can't tolerate anything else. She used to enjoy watching the romantic and dreamy things of Shenhao. But now, she enjoys watching the story of the male lead being reborn and becoming a business tycoon. She wants to make money by opening restaurants, selling boxed meals, and selling barbecues. Being poor to the bone marrow can only be cured by becoming rich. Song Qiqi felt that she couldn't always rely on the Shenhao system. The Shenhao system was just an aid, and if she wanted to become a true millionaire, she ultimately had to rely on herself. Welcome to join me. I just want to make money and become a Qi training novice. This ball group has been approved by Song Qiqi's application. The author's writing is humorous and witty, and the most important thing is that the male lead is wholeheartedly focused on his career. Song Qiqi's current favorite is this author. Unfortunately, the author seems to say that their grades are too poor and they need to find a job, so they don't want to continue writing. Song Qiqi has only recently joined this group. The author wrote a unique proclamation under his book. Long pain is not as good as short pain. Today, with a single slash, seal the heart's desires. The group was filled with mournful cries. The review of this book is highly polarized. If it's good, consider it very good. Those who are not good are considered garbage and lack substance. The question is, what is the connotation of reading an online article? Watching Miss Hot dance in the live broadcast room has a deeper meaning. Cute sister. Isn't it? The author is really a eunuch. Peach blossom feather. The author cannot get used to eunuchs. If eunuchs stay for a long time, they will become true eunuchs. Excellent cucumber. Author, your grades are pretty good. If you persist, maybe your grades will improve. Taoist Qian. Thank you all for supporting my brothers and sisters. The author is really helpless. As he is getting old, he will soon be 30. There is no one who writes novels and Social Security. His back is sore and his neck hurts. The author wants to get married and get married. He can't eat alone and the whole family is not hungry. Oh Qua is a little fairy. The author sends a photo to take a look. If it's a handsome guy, I will brush the Silver League for you and send you to the monthly ticket list. Compared to giving tips to the anchor, giving tips to the author is definitely a little kiss. Premium cucumber. Ha ha ha. Who wouldn't know how to brag like this? EP1-10. A novice who just joined a group dares to speak big. Braised golden immortal. At oh, Qiqi is a little fairy. Look at me, am I handsome or not? Give me a reward. Oh, Qiqi is a little fairy. At braised golden fairy. This is not you, it depends on your own picture. Peach blossom feather. Ha ha ha. It's so funny. I posted a photo and said, it's not me, I'll handle it lightly. Oh, Qiqi is a little fairy. I'm serious. Let me first give Qian Daoren a reward to prove his sincerity as an alliance leader. One alliance leader has 1,000. The Silver League is 10,000. Song Qiqi still likes the author Qian Daoren very much. Ding. The system has not identified the man's appearance and skills, and the reward will not be refunded. The reward amount will permanently disappear. Is it really a reward? Without hesitation, Song Qiqi clicked OK. She really rewarded the leader. Then screenshots were posted in the group. She is not a wealthy person either. She is just a worker in the Shenhao system. This alliance leader, this author is worth it, she likes this book. The photo of braised golden immortal has been identified by the system, but it is not the person and cannot be given a reward. Premium cucumber. Wow, boss, I actually rewarded a leader. Boss, take a look at me, I'm in a photo shoot, and I'm also the author. The name, Premium Cucumber, is very vulgar. But the photos are quite good, giving off the feeling of a beautiful man with flowers. Flipping over is also very fast. I used to be hahaha, but now I'm a big shot. Song Qiqi still likes his rebellious appearance before. A novel group with 10 readers and 9 authors, with only one true reader. Ding. The object's appearance has reached 80 points and can be doubled in appearance. Ding. This object has skills. Beginner in mathematics, intermediate in ancient martial arts Tai Chi palm technique, beginner in cooking, intermediate in English, and beginner in traditional Chinese medicine. Isn't it? A web author may not have the ability to write, and Song Qiqi has already imagined that there won't be too many people in their novels. Song Qiqi still sent a message. Oh, Qiqi is a fairy. Book title. Premium Cucumber. Big Shot, book title, Peerless God King, author, Premium Little Prince, some Chinese website, I am not greedy, just one alliance leader is enough, preferably silver. End of this chapter. Chapter 8. How could your favorability decrease? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. How could your favorability decrease? Fortunately, the pen name of the top-quality cucumber is not obscene. The top-notch Little Prince sounds much better than the internet name. After confirming with the system that this person can be cashed back, Song Qiqi. Start directly on the Golden Alliance. She plays more and returns more. I don't know, but I thought it was written by a time traveler from 20 years ago until now. The unparalleled Divine King, a popular theme 20 years ago. It's no longer possible now. This person's writing style is not too bad, after all, they can sign a contract. The editor has signed a contract, and the website will give the author money. A book that is too bad will not be signed. This person is quite inspirational, having written over 1 million words, and quite diligent. A golden treasure chest rose, 2, 3 brilliant and dazzling, just like dazzling fireworks. Song Qiqi did not break her promise. She rewarded a full 50 gold chests in one go. She found it strange that this top-quality cucumber didn't increase in popularity at all. This street fighting writer is even more aloof than an online anchor. She was originally interested in the basic medical skills of this top-notch cucumber. I want to experience what it is to have medical skills. She thought the author's favorability was very good. Song Qiqi did not chat in the previous group. She picked up her other phone and had to use her own account to add the friends of those two anchors. Song Qiqi wants to try to increase her favorability by 80%. Get a skill. Lin Jing's words are better than nothing. He only has a singing skill and is still a beginner. Although Wen Song has a lower appearance, he has more skills. Song Qiqi can still choose, and it seems that both driving skills and gaming skills can be used. That game seems to be advanced. So many people, the only advanced skill that Song Qiqi saw. First, let's see if the skills are useful and if it's worth it for her to boost her favorability to 80. These two are already 60 years old and have a certain foundation. When we talk and chat, we estimate we can upload them. Song Qiqi replied to the WeChat account she had created in both Wen Song and Lin Jing's private messages. Oh, Qua is a little fairy. Ding. Lin's favorability towards users plus 10. Isn't it? I replied with a message, and my favorability increased by 10. There are still 10 points left, isn't it very easy to brush? Sing and sing, beginners are beginners. I reckon we can save her from having 5 tone defects. Song Qiqi watched as her WeChat friend received an application notification, and she chose to agree to add the other person. Daodu, Aunt Lu gave me her WeChat account. Lin sat in front of the hospital bed, excitedly speaking to his girlfriend lying on the bed. This live broadcast allowed him to earn enough for his girlfriend Do's surgical expenses and the remaining balance. Hurry up and add her as a friend. At this time, Daodu is also full of energy. She didn't expect her boyfriend to scrape together the surgical expenses so quickly. She can have surgery soon. Her illness is not serious, but it will cost a lot of money. Her family is particularly poor. Her college tuition fees are all borrowed. She was already very desperate. I thought I could only wait to die. I didn't expect her boyfriend to never give up. He used to be a very shy and introverted person, but now he has gone into the live streaming industry. And now, with just one live broadcast, I've earned enough for the surgery fee, and there's still some left. She has always known that her boyfriend is very handsome. When she worked part-time, she didn't hire anyone at first. She took her boyfriend with her and he hired someone, and the salary was even higher than usual. All along, her best friend has been very envious of her having such a handsome and dedicated boyfriend. She herself is also very happy. Lin Jing, I'll take some nice photos for you. You can send them to the other party. Remember not to tell Aunt Lu that you have a girlfriend. Why? This is not right, I cannot deceive others. Daodu looked at Lin with a slightly angry expression. She felt a bit ashamed in her heart. She knows that it's not good for her to do so. But money is really too important. It's really difficult without money. With enough money, both she and Lin will have a much easier journey in the future. At that time, they can try to start a business and start a company. She is eager for money. Previously, there was a topic on a certain audio platform that offered you 1 million yuan. Would you be willing to betray your boyfriend for a day? In the comments section, 90% of people are willing. She is also willing. She looked at Lin Jing's incredibly handsome cheeks, as if his whole body was emitting light, like an angel. I'm sorry. Do cried and apologized to Lin Jing. Lin actually loves her so deeply and is willing to share everything with her. But she was thinking about whether to sell Lin Jing for money. She feels very bad about herself. She is not worthy of such a good Lin Jing. Daodu, don't cry. Take a video for me and I'll sing a song for Aunt Lu. She loves listening to me sing the most. She only rewards me when she hears my voice. Lin comforted Do. Okay, just sing that one, you're my angel. You sing this song the best. Do said to Lin Jing and picked up her phone to take photos of him. She also opened her beauty. Wait, isn't your outfit a bit unattractive? Also, your hair is a bit messy. Come here and I'll tidy up your hair. No, it may be a problem with the lighting. Let me give you a desk lamp to fill in the gaps. Wait, I'll give you a small hair dryer to blow on, and that'll create a sense of atmosphere. Dowdu was extremely serious, and Lin was also very cooperative. But what they didn't know was that Song Qiqi had never heard the voice of Lin Jing singing. Song Qiqi found out that Lin had added her but did not send any messages. She took the initiative to make an expression and passed by. Surprisingly, Lin has not returned yet. What is this kid up to? Ding. Lin surprisingly has a good impression of users. 5. No, how could my favorability decrease? She sent a rose expression over. Does the other party think she is too dominant and frivolous? Fortunately, Wen Song also added Song Qiqi. Wen Song took the initiative to send a message over. Wen Song. Hello. Ant 6. I am Wen Song. Song Qiqi felt that she couldn't be too enthusiastic, otherwise what if her favorability also decreased? Brushing favorability is really not a simple fact. Oh, Qua is the little fairy. Song Qiqi gave a faint response. Wen Song. Aunt Lu, has your account name been changed? Do you not like me calling you Aunt 6? Wen Song originally intended to call Song Qiqi the little fairy, but he was worried that if Song Qiqi thought he was too frivolous and directly blacklisted him, he would cry and have nowhere to cry. If it were another girl, he would definitely be a little fairy, a silly girl with various affectionate titles. But this is Aunt 6, a woman who has brushed him millions. End of this chapter. The author of chapter 9 is quite impressive, isn't it? You are listening at novelfull.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 10. Copying Skills. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10 Copying Skills. Excellent Little Prince. Thank you for the advice from the big shot. Actually, I also really want to write a novel about traditional Chinese medicine. Oh, Qua is a little fairy. When I read your book, it feels like you really understand ancient martial arts. Have you really learned Tai Chi? I feel that you highly admire Tai Chi Palm and write it quite well. Ultimate Little Prince. Little Yellow Man's tearful expression. JPG, big shot, you actually read my novel, and you've read so much. I'm so excited. Premium Little Prince. My family comes from a family of traditional Chinese medicine. I have been practicing Tai Chi with my grandfather since I was young. I am currently studying at a traditional Chinese medicine hospital, and when I have free time, I enjoy writing novels, which is my hobby. Oh, Qua is a fairy. Is Gu Wu true? Premium Little Prince. Of course it's true, but it's just for physical fitness and there's no way to compare it to bullets. Oh, Qua is a little fairy. Do you know Tai Chi? Can you record a video of practicing Tai Chi for me to watch? I really want to see you practicing Tai Chi. Excellent Little Prince. Great. Wang Qiqi immediately began searching for his clothes in the dormitory. These clothes don't seem handsome enough. Go buy it. It's too late. The wealthy lady and sister are waiting to see him perform. Wang Qiqi borrowed a piece of clothing from his roommate, paired it with something, and then used a sausage to have his roommate take a video of him. No. You didn't have a beautiful appearance. That's not right. The lighting is not good. I'm not handsome enough. The space here is not very good, and it can't be fully utilized. If it weren't for you holding a small table lamp and taking photos on the playground, there wouldn't be many people on the school playground at night. Fart, there are the most young couples on the playground now. I'm just a photographer, and I'm not afraid of social death. If you're not afraid either, then go and I'll light up for you. My roommate retorted to Wang Qiqi. Brothers, please help me by turning on more lights and bringing a small fan over to blow up the corners of my clothes. There is no wind or atmosphere. Tonight, I will treat you to a barbecue and order whatever you like. I will tell you that this video is for the wealthy ladies and sisters to watch. They rewarded me with 5 million yuan in real gold and silver just to watch my Tai Chi. We must take this video seriously. You can eat whatever you want at night, chicken wings, and cola as you please. Qiqi confidently said to his roommates. I'll go, 5 million, this is real. Of course it's true, I can't deceive you, but if the website cheats half and adds taxes, my real income shouldn't be that much. Qiqi forced a calm expression and said. But I am very happy inside. Did you go to be a duck? How could the rich woman give you so many rewards? You're not right. Qiqi must have gone to become a live streamer. Besides, Qiqi's appearance is really impressive. Live streaming is the easiest way for wealthy women to appreciate and reward him. Qiqi, how could you do this? I didn't expect you to be this kind of person. Isn't this like eating soft rice? I have a bad stomach, so it's suitable for me to eat soft rice. Give me this soft rice. Teach me how to do a live broadcast, take my brother off, and if you get a reward of 5 million, I'll treat you to a cola until you vomit. Go, the rich woman is attracted to my talent and doesn't even know what I look like. She gave me a reward because she saw my novel and thought it was written exceptionally well. I'm not playing any live streaming. Qiqi thinks live streaming is also good. He can try to promote his novel through live streaming. Even wealthy women can read his novels and are fascinated by them. They can offer many different perspectives and discover his fragrant soul through the novels. It shows that his novels are quite good. At this moment, under Qiqi's novel, there are all sorts of comments. The boss is confused. Everyone feels that this is their own reward. The reward is still quite a bit of money. At this point, Qiqi had actually lost the desire to chat with Qiqi. Sure enough, it's really too easy to evolve into a scumbag. Because her favorability has already reached 80, she is no longer interested in Qiqi and has received the reward. She has a lot of knowledge in her mind, and even some skills for dealing with enemies. The reason why Qiqi asked Qiqi for a video is because she wants to confirm that the system extracts skills, which should actually be copying skills. If she really takes away someone's abilities, she will give them a little more money as a reward. Then in the future, we will draw reinforcement points and no more skills. Qiqi waited for a long time. I just waited for Qiqi's video. Under the moonlight, Qiqi stood on the grass, his clothes fluttering in the wind. Just a simple shot can make people feel that Qiqi has a martial arts background. Qiqi plays Tai Chi very well. The simple Tai Chi palms available online are different. This is a true martial art. Qiqi sent a message to Qiqi. Many people have been adding me. Send me a message, the video was taken well, and I am very satisfied. I will give you a little more reward, come on. I'll take it down first, I won't go online for now. Qiqi quickly rewarded Qiqi with 50 more gold treasure chests. Recharging them here was very troublesome, and she had to recharge one by one, making her hands soft. Qiqi did not lie. Many people have added her as friends and sent her various strange photos through email. However, she did not give Qiqi a WeChat friend. Because it has already gained enough popularity. She received a skill reward. This is still a bit useful. Girls can easily encounter danger when going out. This night, Qiqi is still excited and unable to sleep. Because she finally confirmed that this system is real. Although the money has not yet been credited. But this skill is real. Qiqi has a feeling that she can now hit 2 at a time and it doesn't matter. If it's a relatively thin and weak girl, it's probably enough to hit 3 at a time. This is strength. Qiqi tossed and turned in bed, unable to sleep. It's easy to brush up on the likes of online authors. Unfortunately, the appearance of most online authors is average. She even flipped through all the emails sent to her email, and none of them had a beauty score of 80. In the novel group, Shenhao also posted photos. In fact, he looks pretty good, but compared to 80 points, it is obviously a bit far away. Song Qiqi ultimately chose to support Shenhao with a silver box. After all, she is also the author she likes at least. If there is no return, then there is no return. Ding. Xianzhen's favorability towards the host +10. Because his appearance does not meet the standard and he does not belong to the male god, the host cannot obtain any cashback. Even if his favorability reaches 80 or more, he cannot replicate any skills of the other party. Song Qiqi already knew about this. It doesn't matter. End of this chapter.